Hello again. Today a bit different video, but the video that I needed to make for a little while, but didn't get a chance. It was so busy. The mod that actually I needed to do to make the power that the car made, I had to actually make a note in the notebook because the list is quite long, so I didn't want to miss anything up because it might well, the problem, every little thing matters, isn't it? To start, it's basically all of the deletes, not to mention swerve flaps, etc. Everything what you do anyway. Ambulance. R90 pump, M50D rail sensor regulator, new / refurbished injectors that you can buy. They are 35D or I think later X5 30D spec sensor injectors. 3-inch exhaust. I got EGT gauge that I monitor here on the side on the dash. That sensor is fitted inside the manifold where EGR port is, so I can follow what's going on, so I know roughly how hard car is working or where the limits are. 3-inch exhaust, ported head, ported match, ported manifold as well, exhaust manifold, dark side valve springs, 35D rocker cover, 335i catch can or engine breather, the one that fits on brace on the front. I just put it on the other side. On 335i I think it's on the near side, mine is above the turbo. What else? In 3-inch custom intake with 35D mass airflow, and I'll show you later my fresh air intake that I made. It still has the factory one that comes in from the middle, and then I removed the fog lights, both fog lights. One of them on the near side I'm gonna have oil cooler fitted, and on the off side it's actually fresh air intake to the engine, or it goes directly to the filter and then to the engine. What else we got? Obviously turbo systems, 3073 turbo. That would be, we have fresh air coming from there up to there, same as the factory one, goes straight in there, all closed off. Turbo in there, turbo blanket, cover on the manifold. It all looks relatively stock in there. 35D cover, 6-bar map sensor just there. Fresh air intake goes from there. All of that from here to there goes inside, goes up there into towards the filter. M Sport brakes on the front. The rear are still stock for now, but they will be upgraded very soon. We got custom made 600 by 300 by 100 mil front mount intercooler, 3-inch pipes in and out. I made custom silicone pipes as well. I have actually wrapped them with cloth electrical tape to stop them from expanding, which I think works well. They haven't fallen off or anything, there is no leaks, which is quite good. It seals very well. It fits, just about fits inside the bumper. I had to make little cuts on the corners of the bumper where it literally just about fits. I have 6-bar map sensor. If you watched my previous video when I went on Santa Pod, literally just after the car has been tuned, I went on Santa Pod because I had everything already pre-booked, and the car was breaking up when it comes on boost. he was breaking up. He didn't do it always, but he was doing it, and that was because the stock map sensor, when the boost comes on and it spikes, it passes the limits of the map sensor, and sometimes it does that, and then it was breaking up. So I had to put there is upgraded, I think it's Porsche oil pressure and oil temperature sensor, 6 bar. It works perfectly now. It doesn't break up or anything. It's done exactly what it needed to do. What else we got? Gearbox side, I have 35D, 6 HP. Stock box is 6 HP 26 within this version, but I have 6 HP 28 torque converter fitted because the stock torque converter just doesn't hold the power. This one, I think it holds the power. I have some other issues with the gearbox that I think 4th gear that can't hold all the power, so I think the only way to go around the problem, and it just 6 HP can't cope with it well at all. So I think I'll have to upgrade to 8 HP in the near future. That will be quite expensive upgrade, but I'll have to do it. I'll do my best to make video out of that, because I don't think anybody has done proper 6 HP upgrade, sorry, 8 HP upgrade on these. What else? I got M Sport brakes on the front from F Series, 370mm. I just bought. I have rears as well to finish. I think they are 345/6mm discs with M Sport calipers. The suspension, it's stock suspension, which it's M Sport, but it's not that great, but it works. But I had new shock absorbers and springs all around, new top mounts, new absolutely everything refreshed. Car is done a few miles, so it's about 150,000 miles on it, so everything had to be done. Rear subframe has been polybushed, just normal, not black Powerflex bushes, just normal purple ones and yellow ones, whatever they come with. Anti-roll bar as well being polybushed. All the other arms are just MAL upgraded arms or MAL arms. I changed all of them because half of them had to play anyway, and they had to be redone when I pulled everything out to when I was doing it. No point doing bit by bit, might as well do everything, and that's what I done. Yeah, some time ago I upgraded as well prop shaft mounts, the rubber mounts front and rear. There is as well MAL upgrade, HD or whatever they call it. That still works okay. Diff mounts as well, they are polybushed, I forgot to mention that. Let's do a little pull here. Right. Yes. Probably, I don't know if you saw, but I didn't look, I was looking forward. The car runs on 3 bar boost, and to be honest, the R90 fuel pump is just about on the limit. I'll have to refurb it, because sometimes when you're going flat out, it throws a fault code. It's literally running just on the limit of the fuel. But I think if when said as well, if I get it refurbed, it should be just fine. I need to make as well oil cooler, because the stock one, I don't think it's not coping, and as well we're making double the power now, and the stock one is I need to make sure. I want to put oil gauge, oil temperature gauge and oil pressure gauge as well, so I keep an eye on that. Let this Audi go. Somebody's in a hurry. But I think I'm getting there. I really want to get into that 11-second range with it, and to have comfortable 11-second car with 8 HP. I think that'll be quite easy task. With this gearbox, it just can't do first, second, third gear. You can't control it. It just sometimes it goes, sometimes it doesn't. It's just all over the place. You just can't do it. And again, 4th gear, I think is not holding up. I had it once or twice. I put the foot down, and I I think the rev just went up and it shifted to 5th gear and it just wasn't holding. So yeah, that's something to do in the near future. Quite a lot of traffic now. I was going to make a video about how the car sounds. I don't know if you can, how well you can hear inside. I made I had custom made exhaust. I made it quite quiet. I got a valve. Also, I suppose outside so it sounds okay. Inside is quite quiet. I'll try to do a few little pulls if you can just hear how it sounds. There you go. Let's try 2000 RPM upwards. Sometimes when you do a longer pull, it runs out of fuel. This time seemed to be okay. This turbo flutter is amazing. It is loudest turbo flutter I ever had. It's way louder than my previous turbo. Listen to that. It's quite something. How hot is it there? 730 degrees. That is inside the exhaust manifold. I think that's quite good because before on my previous turbo setup, all around, because every time when I go to Glen to have a remap or something, I change more than one thing. I change quite a few things. But before, when the car made most power, it made with 2871 turbo systems. I think he made 430 before, and he was getting more. I used to get it on a gauge here, same gauge, same place, same everything. It was going over 830, 40 degrees, and now I never get it over 730, 40. It is about 100 degrees lower temperature in the exhaust, and the car makes about 50 horsepower more. Obviously, you'll see it's running quite lean. There is no smoke. It is, yeah, it's definitely getting enough air. That was about a third of a throttle. There you go, 1500 RPM uphill. 18,000 almost. That is very decent. There is plenty of acceleration compared to, like, well, obviously it's never gonna be nowhere near stock, but compared like to 2871, there is plenty of pull. You don't need to downshift or anything if you want to accelerate. Obviously, if you want really to go for it, there is a kick down. You can kick down and just knock it down a gear and it will fly. But just for normal driving and commuting, it's plenty there. It is a little bit slow to come on, but when it's on, it does definitely go. Come on, Bmw, let's go. Everybody asleep. BMWs everywhere. 530 in front of me, X5 behind, and little 3 Series in the middle. Come on, drive. What's people doing? Overtake people who drive 30 miles an hour and 60, so don't need to worry about them sort of problems anymore. Yeah, that is it, guys. I don't want to make too long video, so if you have any more questions or you want me to make a video about something else, I shall do that. Take care. I'll see you in the next one.